I'm going to press play. Let's see how this works out.
Okay. I can hear it in your...
Bother. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Who knows how that turned out? It looked like it played live. Oh no, it didn't play live. Oh well. What's this? Preview, live, hide preview. I don't know. I think we're introed. We didn't play the intro this time.
We're here.
We're here. Hello, we're here. And I think in
Yeah.
stream, we're live. Yes,
We are.
looks good. Technology. No, it's not technology. It's me. I didn't know how to do it.
It's fine. Hello, everyone that's here. Welcome to our learning experience. Hey, Pete. See that you're in chat. I'm sure there's
Yes.
others that we don't see, but thanks for being here. We've got quite a few messages to talk about.
Indeed.
So the whole purpose of this live experience is to get help. So those of you joining us live, jump into chat and say, yes, what you're talking about should be on the show. No, it shouldn't be. I don't care. Whatever. And hey, Jamie. And, just give us your input so that we can understand what should be on the show. Because we have 15 messages that have made it onto our list to be called.
I feel like 80% of them came in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, some of them.
Like, hey,
definitely did.
we're back from summer holidays.
Yeah, push the button. Well, I think what happened is they're like, well, it's Friday. We got to push these out because the Message Center show is going to be on, and we need them to cover it. And
Let's
they're like,
do that. Let's say that's the thing. I like it.
okay.
So Daniel, just
Yeah.
I'm asking for forgiveness here because we
Uh-oh.
did it so recently. I have not starred everything that is in our table, so
Oh, my
I'm going to go from table, search for the message, talk about it, go from there.
I'll forgive you this once.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Jamie, we are using Loop. We are finding it has some strengths and weaknesses.
Yes. While he's finding that first message, clip champ,
Right.
I'll tell you, I pasted in what I had as an image down below. He had typed a few of them in, and then I was like, okay, I'd like to annotate this, mark these off in Loop, and you can't do that. Like, I just want a thing to mark each one of these off.
I can mark it as decorative, Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Or I could provide the alt text. All right, let's get into this.
Let's do it.
Because, like you said, if we fluff around too much, we're going to be here for 3 hours. All right, Clipchamp launching in 0365 E3 E5 commercial.
Yep.
Is it? I mean, I know what Clipchamp is, but was it only available in the M365, and they've just come down a notch and now making it available wider, or?
It wasn't available at all.
Huh?
Right? It wasn't available in M365 at all. It was all personal.
See, this is the trouble with being on early release stuff and being in different tenants, is that we lose track of what we've been experiencing for months. I feel like this was available at least in the M365, but yeah, anyway, it'll be in the message, right? Details are there.
No.
They're not? Oh, okay.
I mean, you would think, but
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I mean,
Chain
maybe somebody
listens.
else can, somebody that's live and watching the show here can tell us. But we were waiting for the editing and of videos, and they're stored in OneDrive and SharePoint. We were waiting to be able to connect our M365 accounts to log in with Clipchamp. Like
So rather than covering the depth of the detail, because we save that for the game,
yeah,
for the field, for the show, and we have a lot to cover.
yeah.
So I think this one is nice for variety. Let's just put a pin in that.
Okay,
Yeah, because the other
sounds good to
stuff
me.
is yeah, possible. Oh, come on. Okay, Jamie, here's another shortcoming. I copied this table over. It has not remembered my options between the pages.
Jamie
So
does say he's been
I'm
using
just,
it.
hey?
Jamie's been using it.
Oh no, yeah. So yeah. I see. I hear what
Gotcha.
you're saying. I'm talking about this blooming thing.
I know what you're
Progress.
talking about.
It's forgotten my labels. Go loop. All right. Possible. P for possible. That's what we'll do. Next. Why does it keep jumping all the way down to the page? All right. Anyway, next one.
Mm.
Headspace. I vote no.
Yeah, I've not been a big fan of it, but like, not that it's terrible. I just haven't
Yeah.
been, and um, so I think maybe that's
It
we
was
just say,
there as a set of like a few videos you could push play and you would chill out and relax while you were doing your virtual commute to turn off from work. Well, I'd prefer to just turn off the machine and actually walk away from the desk than sit and watch a
yeah,
video.
absolutely, yeah,
But I mean, that's just our personal feelings. The fact that it's been removed from Viva Insights just means that maybe we're not getting the same telemetry that people are using this. The partnership's not as valuable as we hoped or thought. So
I think that's probably what it is.
yeah.
So
All right. So we'll also cut this message from the list. Moving along. Lists app new drag and drop feature. Who loves drag and drop?
everybody loves drag and drop. Now, is this worth us talking about? Is the real question. I mean,
I know
it's
the answer is
nice to
yeah.
rearrange things, and um, so
Yeah, could we talk about it for 20 seconds? Probably not. Where did my... Okay,
I'm not even
this is
watching.
not funny.
What'd you do now?
Oh, just the annotation that I did make
Mm-hmm.
did not save.
I see.
Oh, my goodness. What is happening here? P. All right. Working our way down here.
Do you remember what P stands for?
P for possible.
Okay,
I should probably just type possible.
it's fine.
What a mess.
You're taking too much time to type.
I am.
this.
I am.
I
Drag and
do
drop.
like that feature though, where you rename the label or the
Right
item,
there.
and it renames it all. I love it.
Yeah, that is good. Changes to topics in Viva Engage.
Yes. Wait. So are we not doing the list?
No, I removed it already.
You removed drag and drop.
Yeah, drag and drop. I dropped it off the list.
You sure did. Changes in topics. So we talked about Viva Topics in February. Was announced that is being dropped.
We're on a theme here. So we just
No.
drop this message as well before we get into it?
No.
All right.
But this one is because they're detailing what you will keep and how they're transitioning to
Right.
the little t topics. This is going to be one of those things where
Oh,
you're talking to people about topics in Viva, and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, that's gone."
Yeah.
No. I don't mean Viva Topics big T. I mean little t. And then also how answers is going to work, and the big thing that I thought, and the reason why I thought we might talk about this is, in February they announced you had a year.
Mm.
And now they're saying they're going to start migrating people off of this in September.
Well, that's almost a year. 9 months. No, 8 months. Yeah, you're right.
So migrations for legacy topics experiences, tenants not yet migrated topics will kick off in September. But then, so that's not exactly this. But then if you look at rollout will begin August 2024, and April 2025 is the end date for the whole migration. So it's a little bit longer than February. I don't know. It just there's some answers. No pun intended. There's some answers here to some of the questions that people had about when and what's happening and all that. So
Okay. Okay. So, possible.
I think possible.
I'm going to rearrange this so that it feels like this. That's better. Possible. Possible. Copilot and Teams will use the meeting chat as a data source. I think that any additional sources are a good thing for Copilot. What it does with it is up to it.
Well, that's I agree with you generally, but then it's what kind of junk are you putting in meeting chat, and is it actually worth? That's the thing. People are just going to have to be more discerning when they're using Copilot results, and I don't think they're very discerning. I don't think people pay attention. They get an answer and then they don't look at sources and they just move on.
Yeah, well, that sounds great. Yeah, you didn't click the number to see who said this and where. No, I think, well, we can only hope that when it has been used as a source, that it says Daniel said this, and so you know that it was Daniel, and you can already say, "Oh, that's an authoritative source."
Well, no, you can say that's rubbish.
No, I'll give you some
rubbish.
credit, mate. Yeah. Meeting chat as a data source.
Well,
Meeting
see that
chat. They use chat already. You can look for conversations as a source, but meeting chat probably more topical. And I think that'd be one of the things that would clue it in to what you're searching for if you're wanting to use or find something, is what was that meeting title? Okay, was there anything useful in this chat that could have been helpful?
yeah.
Anyway.
But it's
Highlights from
prompt
meeting
suggestions. That's an interesting screenshot there.
Okay,
Possible?
put it this way. Let's keep it in mind because, Copilot is a thing that Microsoft's trying to sell, and, we've got to do our duty to have a few Copilot-y things in there. I'm being so cynical these days.
Yep. You are. Come on, people in chat. Darrell's feeling cynical. Let's prop him up a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Amplify. Amp it up. Now, this is one you didn't have on your list. Updated authoring distribution channels. So there are a few...
There's a couple of those, and the reason why I didn't have those, and go ahead, feel free to bring that up. The reason I didn't is it didn't meet my threshold of, is this a thing? It is it's an enhancement to a feature.
Yeah.
And it's just an improving on the editor. Like you can read it there. This rollout will improve editor load time and create, a better selection experience.
It's more about, I think, this bit where simplification of adding audiences and stuff. Okay, so back to, is it a thing?
Yeah.
The other measure that we have here is it so specialized that it's not really going to be helpful to many people that will watch our show, or is it something of interest that could actually help?
Yeah, there's multiple layers. Is it paid? Is it a paid feature that a lot of people use?
None of them pay us.
No, not pay us. Pay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, it's a no. That was easy.
It's a no for me, dog.
Okay, thank you, Chandy Jackson.
Have you seen? There's a game show that he's on right now, or maybe I'm just seeing reruns.
No. It's just a US thing.
Name That Tune. Is it called Name That Tune? Where they go, I can name that tune in 3 notes.
That would be impressive.
There's like a new version of that, and he's on that show. And he said something like, "It's a yes for me, dog." On one of the episodes.
Would he have to pay to use that phrase? A bit like
his
the guy.
Phrase.
Oh, let's get ready to rumble. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but
But it
Yeah,
was associated with that show. With
no, but it's his phrase. It's his phrase. He brought it to the show.
okay.
Okay, let's go.
Chat with Copilot in Outlook
Whoa.
Mobile. What?
Oh, there's another one I didn't have.
Yeah, probably for good reason. It's just a little, something there, and oh look, here's Copilot chat in.
So for this one, is it like, so it is special for Outlook like it is, um,
It's
like it
not.
is,
It's not
it's not?
Sorry, I should have this up on screen. Like a good. Where has my stuff gone? Come on now.
Where has my stuff gone? It is, like, meaning, is it like a recap my messages kind
Nah.
of Copilot?
No, that's already there in product. You can go and say summarize this email thread. No, it's more like here's the apps. There's Copilot. I tap on it, and now I've got Copilot chat, and I can choose between web or work. Like it's yet another
No,
place.
no,
So
I
yeah,
don't
go
like
to
it.
the app. Now, rather than go in Outlook and try and use the app, go to the app. We keep embedding stuff everywhere, and it's like, hello, I'm here. Oh, and I was thinking, no, people make the comparison to Clippy. That Clippy is always like, hey, can I help you out with that? I also had that visual of there was that I don't know meme on social media with that crazy. It was crazy. Let me just stop there. I think I'll just dig a hole. We'll carry on. A picture of this
Skip
person
it.
who is very keen on following a person, and
Uh-huh.
anyway, never mind. Never mind. It's too vague. What are we doing with this one?
Chat with
You do.
Copilot in mobile?
Yeah,
We
no.
just deleted it.
Oh, thank you. Hey, you got to do it the right way. You got to
I don't
like,
know what I did. No, you got to hit that. I did it.
yeah, good. All
I
right.
did a thing.
Teams, download town hall webinar Q&As to CSV. That would be useful for. Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you, Darrell, for validating our 7 months of work on a feature. We feel validated.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so I agree with you. It'd be helpful. So we're going to get some reports. I like it.
I mean, you've got a town hall. You're asking questions, giving answers. You're wanting to capture all of that and make sure that you're addressing it.
And
Yeah.
frankly, you also want to make sure you keep track of what you said. We in the town hall, we answered a question saying we would provide that benefit next year,
Yep.
and now we're not. So,
Yeah. Now
you
we're
know,
not. Gorgeous CSV file. Look at
yeah,
this.
it's pretty.
Oh yeah. Like how they've kind of funged the names. Look in those columns.
That's
Just
so
like
funny.
blah blah. Samir
But
blah blah.
conversation ID, like, do we really need that?
Nah. Timestamping. What is that format called?
Really bad. Gay. That's the time step format in SharePoint that we all had really hard trouble with back in the day with SharePoint Designer and SharePoint Designer workflows.
Yeah.
Having to deal with that. That's what I call it. I call it a
Well,
headache.
no, I like that. I like what you did there. All right, that's that button. Very good. Doing all shortcut keys now. Do we mention it?
This would be so much easier if you're on a Windows machine. Yes, I think we mentioned it.
Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. Not even gonna give it a brain cycle. Oh, too late. Excel, PowerPoint, Word protects sensitive files with dynamic watermarking.
I like how you didn't do those in order. It's actually
What?
Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. You said Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. I think most people, that's the way they say it. Is they don't say,
Word, Excel, PowerPoint.
yeah. I think
Whip.
they say Excel. Yeah, this one, is cool. I saw this announced, and so this is Purview, everybody. sensitivity labels and being able to automatically do dynamic watermarking.
Oh, you're waiting for me to show this on screen, right? Because I'm so organized. Skadoosh.
You're doing great, Darrell.
No, I'm not. I'm all
Everybody,
over the
isn't Darrell
place.
doing amazing work?
That's a watermark.
Yes.
What makes it dynamic?
Well, when you're creating a document
Mm.
that has a sensitivity label, either it is applied later or it is created in a library that has a default sensitivity label, then it'll get watermarking dynamically.
So this didn't happen before? You had to manually put it there?
What is this in your
The
sentence?
watermarking. The watermarking.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't part of sensitivity labels.
I thought it was. But maybe it only applied when you manually applied the label. This one needs more research.
Well, this
Maybe
is
we drop it off the list.
this
for
is
that very
actually
reason.
providing watermark text for the consuming user's information.
Consuming.
So if you're opening a Word document and you print the thing, it'll show who printed it. Or you screenshot it, or you take a picture with your phone. It'll show your stuff that you're the one that did it. That's the dynamic part.
I can see Pete printed this out and he wants to use it in his personal project where he's going to make millions of money. Pete, man.
I don't know why you did that.
Well, that I understand. Maybe I should read the message. So this is the other cool thing about seeing us behind the scenes with the show is you see how little preparation.
That is not true. It's just that we can't, just like in real world, this is real world, just like in real world, you're not an expert in everything. Meaning you as in every individual person.
Absolutely.
I'm not an expert in everything. You're not, Darrell's not. So it's not like we can be an expert on every one of these messages as they're released. That's not a thing. So sometimes we have to look into it a little bit more.
All right. So knowing that,
I think it's a possible.
I
think it's a possible.
clever boy, I just closed the message center.
Remember when I said Darrell can't be an expert?
Yeah. I am living proof that I'm definitely not an expert. That's like the whole Control W, close the tab, but it was the last tab, so shame on me. Okay,
If this
next.
was a Windows machine.
Oh, I'd be using the same shortcut, but just with a different keystroke.
It just wouldn't. No,
Excuses.
Tab and
Are we going to cover it? We cover it?
Possible. It's a
Possible.
definite maybe.
A definite. Hang on. Is that a whole other different label?
No, just possible is fine.
Definite maybe. Need to see that. There you go. All right, power.
Jamie says you're doing great, Darrell.
Thank you. And good to have you both here. It really is. It makes it fun. Power Automate. Use, undo, and redo when you build your cloud flows in the designer announcement. Now, you have to answer this because I don't automate and I don't power.
I mean, it's just we haven't had this, so now we get to, I know, there's a little bitty message. No screenshots. It's wonderful. But it's nice to have undo and redo, which, when you make a change, now, what's even worse is go to that link for more information. Be prepared to be overwhelmed with information.
There's more information in the message than there is in this link.
Oh my.
confident
But
to
with
build your
like
flows.
with Copilot and everything, it really makes it complicated because if you allow Copilot to change something, you're like, wait a minute, Urgh, I don't want that. Then you're screwed and you have to manually fix it. So
Right.
I think
Oh,
this is
okay.
quick mention.
Okay, it is. The other thing about that, I think, now that I'm reading it closer, look, you're kidding. I just closed the YouTube studio. It's still live.
Uh
It's
huh.
just, I mean, I hope it is.
Well, Pete says I don't know why they talk about Copilot immediately in this message. I can tell you why. Because that's the word. That's the that's the you put Copilot in anything and it sells and it convinces people.
Yeah. Well, I think too that because it is the topic,
Yeah.
it is kind of the whole reason why you need the undo button. And again, I'm being cynical, but Copilot can stuff things up. And you're like, no, that's not what I wanted, Copilot. I can't go backwards. I can't undo what you just did for me. Dang. Dang.
Oh my gosh, he's starting to curse.
No, I said dang.
And,
That's why I
so you
made the
put the
g
"g"
at the
on
end.
the end and it changes
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Okay, so I think we should do that one for sure. And then
All right.
the
All right.
next one is
That's a definitive.
this one caught me off guard, and I'm
For
like, what in the
sure.
for sure.
Need a different color.
Um, this one. So
Outlook.
Outlook did not send reminders when you're offline. It used to in the classic Outlook,
Uh,
but now it doesn't.
well, I mean, you and I use Outlook on the web.
I use the
You
client
used a
now.
new client, right? Which
Yeah,
is
the new
effectively our Outlook on the web.
Yeah.
You're online, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have noticed it because
Right.
we're really offline. The offline feature set for this is quite limited, but building.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's another. I don't know.
I think it's. I was caught off guard. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this isn't something we talk about, but I guess I was just
Caught out.
I was.
You know, there's another school of thought here I want to introduce, which is if you're offline,
Yeah.
what are you doing on email? Stay offline. If you're on a flight, that's all right. You know, you don't have to work.
Okay, you're not going to change the world, Daryl. So
I want to heal the world and make it a better place.
for you and me,
No, the entire human race, Daniel, because there are people dying, and if you care enough for the living, you'll make a better place for you and me. Okay, that's enough. You're right. All right, enough. All right. No, not enough of an interest.
no.
You know, it's tiny. We've got enough there. We've got a fair share, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Copilot for
You explain this one to me. Explain this
Okay.
one to me.
No, and I called this one out on
You
socials.
did. That's why I'm telling you
did.
to explain it.
Because this is one that I sort of understood. Well, felt like I understood when I read it.
Okay.
But it's only because we're used to the ridiculous format that we see within some of these messages. So let's just open it up, people, and take a quick look. First of all, it appeared in your list like this. Let's break it down. Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365, : Okay, now stop there.
Oh, yes.
Let that sit with you. That is the product. Do you know what they're talking about?
Well, I do.
Okay. Do you know what they're talking about, people online? Of course you do. It is Copilot in M365.
Right.
Now, product naming is, and we know it's changing all the time. Shouldn't be, but it just feels like everything needs to have a stamp of identity inside the identity. So,
Yeah.
okay, we know what they're talking about.
We do.
Copilot chat, active users
Yeah.
in Teams,
In Teams.
counted as Teams Copilot active users. I've lost you, haven't I?
Yep.
Right, so this is talking about, and the clue thing here is active users.
Yeah.
Dashboard. I want to know, and I'm looking, who are the active users of Copilot in my organization? What is the scenario? It is active users in Teams. Chat, Copilot chat, active users in Teams. So if you're using Copilot chat in Teams, you get a credit. Yes, we have activated someone. That's what it means. That's what it means. That's all. They got a very big message about it.
So what I'm hearing you say is, what this message is really saying is, we're adding a metric
Yep.
under Teams for Copilot chat.
Yes.
And-
This is the best image for it, I think.
And so if you use it, then you're going to be counted in that.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's it. And look, the confusing thing a bit for me here is summarizing meetings, got it. Summarizing chats, got it. Rewrite the message. Okay, cool. I understand that. Copilot chat. Is this Copilot in Teams chat? Because that's kind of what we're using up here. Or is it the Copilot chat for work, but I'm using it within Teams? Feels like they're getting a double credit here.
Oh.
Maybe they're splitting that out so that, oh no, we know that you used the same function.
But
and
isn't
feature
that
set.
Bing?
Well, okay, yeah, they would need to confirm if it was work
The one
or
below.
web.
The Copilot chat for work.
Yep. That's when you're going to the app. But this to me is you're still going to the same app, but it's in Teams.
But it's in Teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they just want to see. I think they just wanted to give Teams more credit for, oh, look,
I agree
most
with
people are using this within Teams. They're
I
not
agree with
going
you.
to the web page.
And I think Jamie agrees with us as well, that it is just to make Copilot look better, but Copilot in Teams to look better.
Copilot in Teams. It's actually, now that you think about it, oh, look, it's a competition between the different apps. Who is driving more activity?
Oh, you
towards
know they
Copilot?
have KPIs for this,
Yeah.
for driving Copilot usage. 100%. All right.
100% is the target.
Yes.
Yeah. What counts as an active user? Oh, I used it once during the day. So does that mean it's usage when you clicked record and you get to the end of your meeting? Does that count as usage even though you didn't look at the transcript, you didn't consume any of the outputs? Yep. Cynic. Cover it.
Cynic. I don't know.
It's a
It's
mouthful.
it's not a for sure.
It's not a for sure. I wanted to put it. I don't know.
I'd say maybe-
Sometimes we talk about these things because we're talking about the quality of the message as well,
Right.
and we're kind of.
But that's the
calling it
purpose
out.
of this show, of this live, is for people
Yeah,
to get
okay.
better quality, not better quality, that's the wrong way to say it. It's to get the full picture. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's, hey, this is what we're talking about. We've just explained this message to you. But
What do
maybe
you
we don't
think?
cover it in the show because it doesn't meet our standard of what goes into the show. But if people watch this, then they...
Pete says nah. Pete says
Okay.
nah.
Well, if Pete says nah, then we definitely don't cover it.
He's not interested. He probably, got lost like you did after the first colon.
Okay.
Guys, that's two nahs from me, dog. Thank you.
All right.
Not even.
Hold on. Dedupe.
What?
The next one
What?
is dedupe, actually.
Dedupe, dedupe, dedupe.
Dedupe.
Doop,
Yep.
dedupe, doop, dedupe, doop, doop, dedupe, dedupe.
This one is amazing.
Is it?
As in, wow, this needed to be there 10 years ago. So it is, you know how you have synced your contacts from your phone into Outlook? And you
Yeah.
also have contacts in Outlook, like on the desktop. And so you go into your contacts and there's like 5 for the same person
Oh yeah.
because one was synced and then one has email and phone number. One just has email. And you're like, ugh, Outlook is going to look at that and go, Oh, those two are the same. It's just one has just email and one has email and phone, and it's only going to show you one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Only going to show you one, or is it going to combine the two? Are you
No,
still going to end up
it
with
says hidden duplicates can be accessed and exported
wusses?
from classic Outlook clients.
See, they're copying out there. Let's take a hard line. Instead of they're not really deduplicating, they're hiding. Deduplicating would be combine the records, toss the additional.
You know what though? Then there would be people that would complain because it did it wrong, and therefore.
But we've got full faith in all of the smart, intelligent features of Microsoft. I'm getting myself in trouble here, Daniel. I'm going to be kicked from the 365 MCS show MVPs program.
Wait, we have an MVPs program?
Yeah, there's you and I, and I'll get kicked from it.
No, we can submit Pete and Jamie for it too.
Totally.
Yeah, it's not a true dedupe. It is just a we're de-hiding it. It's the great
Cloaking it.
de-hide.
It's like a Klingon warbird thing, right? They're just they're not there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Cloak.
Yep. Cloaking device.
I like this message. It could totally be a quick mention. So it's possible for me, dog.
It's possible for me, dog. Oh, now I've got to update this. Possible for me, dog. Now it's got to be like, I don't know. What color do we want to make the dog?
Brown.
Brown. Brown dog. Red. Dark brown.
There you go.
Dog.
Then, okay, last one.
Here we go.
Wait, it didn't even keep it.
What the? Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Possible for me, dog.
This one is huge. This one is a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal.
Okay. What is that unlicensed account in regards to?
That someone who doesn't have a license. So
Yeah.
you could think about, you can have accounts in M365, right? People who have moved on, temporary people, whatever, and you take away a license and you give the license to somebody else. Well, in essence, what would happen before is nothing to their OneDrive. It would just sit there and they could still access it. Now, users will not have access anymore to their OneDrive if they're unlicensed for more than 90 days.
On the devices.
And not only that, but it's going to cost the company money. So it's not just a user losing it. It's going to cost 5 cents per gigabyte per month to store their data, plus 60 cents a gigabyte of their data to reactivate it.
Okay, so you said this is big news.
Yeah.
And it does sound like big news. I've got to digest this before we start.
Can you
recording.
imagine someone has 500 gigs?
Yes.
Okay. So that is
Entirely possible.
If I'm
Comms
doing
person
if
has,
I'm doing the math right, that's
Yeah.
$25 a month. 5 cents per gig times 500. Is that $25 a month? Or is that $250? I can't remember. I can't figure this out. Hold on. Why is it? It's kind of late on Friday, people. For the people coming afterwards, and they're
early
like,
on Saturday. I've had my pancakes and coffee.
it is. It's $25. So imagine this. You have 10 people who have 500 gigs of data in their OneDrive and they're unlicensed. 5 people. You are
So they
paying,
didn't expire any of their meeting recordings.
right. So now you're paying $125 a month to keep their data while they're unlicensed. Yes, this is the SharePoint archiving rates. But here's the thing though about this is that archiving is is only charged to you as an organization if it's over your amount of allocation,
Okay.
right? So when you're doing archiving, normal archiving, it counts towards your maximum of allotment. And then if you go over, then it's charging you money. But
Yeah.
this is, oh, you're unlicensed, we're going to charge you those fees anyway. So you have, that's $125 for 5 users, 500 gigabytes a month you're being charged. Plus, if they come back, say they're seasonal, every summer they come back to work for you. You reactivate them. So you're paying $125 for 6 months basically, because you get 3 months free. And then you come back, you have to pay 60 cents per gigabyte to restore that data. So that is times 5 times 60 cents. You're paying $1,500 US to restore those 5 users access to their data. This is huge. I mean, this is a big deal,
isn't it?
This is the way you've been doing it won't work anymore. And people are going to have to, when you take a license away from a user, you have to understand, I need to implement governance so that in less than 90 days, I need to delete that content out of that user's OneDrive.
Well, or that reassign it to a manager feature where
sure, but
they have to do something with it.
They have to do something with it. It doesn't automatically move it out.
No. Wow. Mind blowing.
This is a big move. I think this is a big move. I think what Microsoft
see it with exchange mailboxes as well eventually.
Yeah, I think, I'm guessing, I don't know anything. I don't have any inside knowledge, but I have a feeling this is Microsoft. They've got quite a few clients that are doing this. They're cheating a little bit. They're unlicensing users, but users can still get to the OneDrive and
like some cold storage kind of thing.
And they're trying to, they're catching them, and they're saying, okay, we're going to do this. Honestly, this is one of those things that I would say there's probably some really big clients that will yell about this, because this is going to cost them a good amount of money. Because their processes don't delete these users, they don't delete that OneDrive stuff, or
they're intentionally misusing it.
Maybe, but
no, I mean, you see that scenario. I know we should be saving this for the show, but let's license the user.
Yeah.
July 2024 videos. Let's dump everything in there, and then it's unlicense it, and now we've got cold storage.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. There's ways of abusing this, but I'm talking about the companies that don't have good governance, or no. Let's not even say that their governance plan does not remove the user's data within 90 days. Right? So that means you're going to start paying. So now you got to change your governance to, okay, within that 90-day period, all the content has to be reviewed, gone through, and assigned to someone else, or we're deleting it, period.
Okay, it's big news. It sounds like it's a fair share. More than possible for me, dog. And higher than a definite maybe. Let's do some culling. And I think we've done well that we've ruthlessly dropped a lot of them.
I think those
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, I could have looked at the number beside the row, but instead of counting them. All right.
I think
variety-wise, that's nice to have.
I think we get rid of topics, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes. And
ooh, that hurt. Ow.
Did it?
Yeah, that hurt.
Oh no, you literally did yourself an injury?
No, it hurt that you deleted that, because I kind of wanted to talk about it, but I agree. It needs to be cold.
Power automate. Well, we've got to.
No.
We've
I
got to
say the top two. The top two there. One or two. One of those has to go. I think.
Clipchamp or Copilot in Teams meeting chat as a data source.
Let's leave it up to. Oh, Christopher's here. Jamie, Pete, and Christopher. We need your input here, and anybody else that's watching. There's actually more than that watching. It's just those are the people I'm seeing in chat. Which one of these do we call? Number one or number two? Which is number one is Clipchamp.
Clipchamp is now available in Office 365 E3 and E5 for code
Or
shortcut.
do we cull? And this is getting rid of. We're not going to talk about in the show. The Copilot in Teams using meeting chat as a data source. Pete says he'd cut Clipchamp.
Yeah, we have to have some reason to have a search engine optimized popular term that's going to make our video look attractive to watch. Oh, Copilot.
But we're talking about Copilot. No, we're not. That's the only
We're
one.
not.
Oh,
No, sorry. There you go.
no.
The decision's made. We need some Copilot in there.
Yeah.
It's a possible maybe for sure dog. All right, these are all for sures. So we're still at we're at 6. We're at 6. That's it. We're good. We got our
We got
6.
down to fifth from 15. Thanks to all of the people that are watching and listening.
all of the
and throwing in chat.
decisiveness.
Really love
Yes.
it. All right, let's assign them. Let's do it.
Let's assign them. Well, do they need to be here for
Sure
that?
they do.
Okay.
Why would we cut them out?
Okay. Well, okay. Let's.
Also, if you have an opinion of who should cover
Who
the
should talk
message,
about what?
throw that into chat as well.
Okay. Let's leave that while we
And
try and do it ourselves.
If
and
you
maybe
hit the under the chat, you'll see the
Dollar
green
sign?
dollar sign. If you click that and throw us a bone, we will.
You can pay for one of us to cover a specific message, and that
Absolutely
means
can.
that you could make Daniel talk about. I don't know. What's an unpleasant thing for you here? None of them. You're okay with all of these.
I am. No,
Yeah.
but it could be making Darrell talk about what dynamic watermarking
Or Power Automate.
or power automate. That would be even better. Oh, please, somebody
'Cause
click
I don't
that.
power.
Click
I
the
don't
dollar
automate.
sign.
And I don't Copilot as much as you think I should.
Or maybe Darrell would be very snarky about Copilot in Teams. It's going to be great.
Yeah, you choose. You choose. But while we're waiting for that, because they will have the final decision if
Sure,
we see
let's
any
go and do it.
suggestions there. Let's pick. Let's race, okay? So we'll race and we'll try and put our names in.
Hold on. No. I'm not there yet. Hold on. I got to
What?
get there. But is it a regular assign? Yeah. So you can't. No. You don't get to put my name. You put your name.
No.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, absolutely. Daniel
What?
on the. Yep. Okay, I'm doing better here. Word at Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, I'll probably do that one. And then you're stuck with Power
guess I'm doing that one.
Daniel. Yep, good. Right, now let's mix it up a bit. We've got Daniel doing Power Thingo, and then the Outlook.
Look at him
D
dragging
group.
and dropping.
I know. Jamie says one Darrell. I think we've just. Oh, okay. No, you've landed me with the Copilot in Teams data source.
Yep.
Okay. I don't see any dollar values beside that, Jamie. Not that we're, like and subscribe and pay me some money. Visit my Patreon, whatever.
I don't even know. Did we even? Yeah. I mean, you can. There's a $50 sticker
What?
apparently. Super sticker.
Who
on
would
it.
pay?
Your
We're
mother.
not that popular. That's just stupid.
Your mama.
Maybe one day when we actually offer greater value and sensible, well orchestrated sessions.
I think this was helpful. Come on, people. Was this helpful? Throw it in chat. Tell Darrell this was helpful, or at least entertaining. I mean,
Entertaining. You're watching us on your Friday afternoon in the Americas and your Saturday morning if you're in APAC.
you could be watching the
specific.
Olympics, but no, you are.
But no, you're watching this sport. Our prime athleticism, where we are at the peak of our condition.
What does it say? Only admins.
Did you know the Canadians?
Christopher,
Well, there
what
was
do
a
you-
couple of Canadians that got sent home
What are you talking about?
because
Home
they drove a drone over the top of the New Zealanders practicing football.
Yeah, I
Soccer.
saw that.
What?
And the New Zealanders complained because they're
Yeah, like
whiners.
why? What's there to learn? You kick a ball. It's not like you've got any set piece moves. Come on.
Nice.
Never mind. I'm
Yes,
simplifying.
Jamie, please.
23,
I'm glad you
21, yeah.
enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much for. I would love to see you, join again. We do this. We're going to do this every week so that we can make sense of it all and get input. So thank you for joining.
Thank you, Chris, for joining so late. 23, 21 here. I
Yeah.
think you're from the UK-ish area, aren't you? Yeah, you're in.
That makes sense.
Yep.
And Pete didn't realize this was a prep meeting. Yes, it is.
Oh, heck yeah. No, you didn't come to the full show, man. Like the full show, just for your benefit. We record it after this, and then I spend a bit of time editing it because I don't want our show to look like every other show with two people beside each other and two people up here, and I get a bit fancy with it. Scotland! Sorry, mate, of course.
Sorry,
All right.
mate. Did you call them mate? I don't think.
Mate. Yeah, mate.
Do they mate? Not do they
No,
mate? Do they?
Do you
do they
think I
say
was
mate
just putting in there a Scottish expression? I was just using my own.
there? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, all done,
Chum,
people.
pal.
We're going to put a pin in it and check out the episode on Monday. It will be ready for everybody, both the video and audio version. It would be very helpful if you share it out, please, and let everybody know that you watched the show so they get to hear about it too. We'd greatly appreciate that. Thanks for all your
See you
input.
again.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.